I'm Billy Lloyd. I'm a potter based at Cockpit Arts, and I make thrown porcelain tableware intended for use. I established my business in 2008, approximately 6 months into my apprenticeship, 4-year apprenticeship. From that point onwards, I was selling to collectors and a small kind of group of galleries and outlets. But since 2008, it's built up over the past 4 years, and really broadened, not just within London, but also within the UK. In 2011, I applied for and won the Cockpit Arts Award, and that was a grant for £4,000. That grant was the equivalent of roughly 1 year's free studio rent and business mentoring at Cockpit Arts. That grant was fantastic because it allowed me the financial space to buy equipment and furniture and materials for my studio. And in total, I think I needed about £7,000 to do so. A kiln's a very expensive one-off cost. And materials, I needed to buy a large amount to see me through a long period of time. So my £7,000 was funded by loans from family. My parents have been very supportive. The remainder of the funds that I needed to set my studio up came from a project that I was working on with Julian Stair, and that resulted in a substantial amount of money with which I could supplement the loan my parents provided me. As well as winning the Cockpit Arts Award, I also won through Cockpit Arts a £1,000 bursary. That's called the ERDF Making It to Manufacture bursary, which was a grant supplying me with mentoring from a business mentor outside of Cockpit Arts, with a view to a potential route of mine to manufacture. An ongoing income for me has been sales to collectors, whether it's privately through correspondence between them and myself, or at open studios or exhibitions outside of Cockpit Arts. And that ongoing relationship is excellent for cash flow, which is essential to the daily running of one studio. That comes through sales from collectors, but also from retailers. So in order to keep an active presence in their minds, I have 3 social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and all 3 have led to sales. In 2011, I made an edition of 50 mugs, each of unique design, and they were sold via Priscilla Carluccio's shop, Few and Far. I had intended for the whole set to be sold individually, but very fortunately Vicky Conran purchased the whole set for Terence Conran's Christmas present. And the principle of designing lots of individual unique items has led on to a commission from some Camberwell-based architects, SE5 architects. Nikki and Liz Borecki have commissioned me to make approximately 100 pendants per household, each of unique design. So an idea I had over a year ago has led to a sale, it's led to new work, a new commission, and that commission has led to money coming into my studio again. When funding your business, it's important to think creatively, and you can use your work as currency too. I've collaborated with a photographer and a graphic designer. With the photographer, Wayne Kirk took some photographs of my work, some product shots for my website and for magazines. and in exchange, Wayne was given some pots of his choosing by me. I'm also collaborating with a graphic designer, Julian Roberts of Irving & Co. In exchange for my work again, Julian is developing my graphic identity and my logo, letterheads, business cards, etc. And again, he's getting some work of his choosing, and hopefully I'll make some new work for Julian. Some advice that I would give to another maker would be to be proactive and not reactive. You shouldn't expect for opportunities to come to you. You have to seek these opportunities, whether it's funding or exhibitions or networking. It's very important to be very prepared for these situations and find them. Don't be afraid to give a little discount every now and again. It's important that you know your margins and that you can cover your costs and your time, but a little discount can go a long way.